damn thing. Hello once again, friends and fans. Raptor here. This is a continuation for Kerbal Space Program for the Give It a Go series, and this is the Space Needle 2. If you remember from before, our Space Needle 1, toying around with that for a while, was unsuccessful, and I've switched over to liquid rockets and learned a little bit more about the game. So in the meantime, I have been, or in the time I've been away, I've been kind of toying around with designs and found out one that works. So this one has been to space, and we'll go ahead and launch it again now, just to get it into space, and I'll show you that it actually works and how to use the SAS module, which here it is on this one, the advanced SAS, I should say. This is a 6-stage rocket system, and well, I mean, you know, you got to decouple and everything like that. But we're going to go ahead and launch this, and then I will talk about something that we're going to do in the future, which will be adding some of these cool parts and seeing if we can get those to work, like external fuel ducts and having the radial decoupler work. Pretty cool stuff, and we'll see if we can challenge myself in some designs that use strut connectors or winglets. And so anyway, let's give this one a go. So we'll get to the launch pad and skip the tutorial, and we will go ahead and fire this boy out. We're going to put throttle on full and fire it off. So here we go. Going pretty good. Almost 40,000 feet now. First fuel tank is almost empty, and now she's on her second fuel tank. Well, looks like Bill, Jebediah, and Bob are going to make it, and it's going to be good times. Not really exciting when you know it's going to work, but you can see the advanced SAS working up there in the upper left corner there under the number 2. Really good to have that. It's really like a necessary part of any spaceship design. So let's zoom out and see Earth, or their Earth as it is. Now you'll see this continent kind of looks a little bit like Africa when you get out far enough. Can you kind of see the resemblance there a little bit? That little island would be Madagascar if it was more over here. But it's cool. So we'll see if our rocket gets into space. We'll get ready to decouple. It's on its third fuel tank now. And we'll be switching to stage 4 after the stage 5 decoupler detaches in just a couple of seconds. Should be about a minute. We're about halfway through the Earth's atmosphere, 25,000 feet. Should be able to get full thrust out of that before it overheats. Good times. You know, it seems without all the death, flight in space is not as funny. It's a real tragedy. Alright, that fuel tank's almost empty, so we'll switch. Go ahead and just kind of let it drift away. Next stage. we have now reached our orbit. So we have now made it to space. It's pretty easy. Certainly now that I know what the hell I'm doing. And we only had to go through one stage. Now the reason I used so many stages, and it kind of seems like it's unnecessary to use this extra stage, or these 2 extra stages, is because if I shortened it up any, it would be a little, the engines would have too much power without a weight ratio, and it just, for some reason, doesn't work. So I've tried to reduce it, and, but, like, look at that, it's just a little tiny thing now. You can't even see it, really. Alright, fuel tank's empty. Decouple. And we're off. Cool. Different camera types I was just testing out by pushing C. Get ready to decouple in a second. And we are now in outer space. Now I think Bill, Jebediah, and Bob are probably screaming, but this is space, so there'll be none of that here. It's good times, and we have our parachute pack up on top, and we're not going back to Earth. We didn't even think about that part, did we, Will Smith? We did not. We did not. That was not part of the research, but this space capsule is looking good. So, you know, in the future, I hope this game incorporates some really crazy stuff, like bringing up parts for a space station, you know, larger capsules, the rover landing situations. I know you can get to the moon, and maybe we'll do that in the future, but for now, I'm just happy that I got to space after about 2 days of being resistant to looking at how to do it correctly and trying to do it on my own. But rocketry is not a thing of it's not easy. It's not a layman. Oh, there's the moon there. Okay, we've landed on the moon. Great. You see that? Very small moon. Well, oh, that's what that is. Physics. Damn it. Okay. Well, anyway, we're at 50 billion feet now. Meters, I should say. I wonder if I can flip that over to feet. No. Or what the... Okay. Alright. I'm sure you can click, but anyway, I'm happy. And there's Africa down there. I told you. And this is kind of like maybe Scandinavia hanging off here, and this kind of looks like maybe Florida-ish with Maine up here, and then Canada just sank. It's good times. It's cool. And you can actually see our takeoff area, like right around here. And I think down there, I think that's something from our rocket maybe, just kind of hanging out in orbit. Awesome. We're probably going to get hit by space junk. And I don't see any of DirecTV's satellites out here too, so we can't pick up prawn. Yeah, bad times. Oh, look at Bill. He's devastated. Oh, and so is Bob, but Jebediah seems to have somehow figured out how to slip his hand back into... Okay, alright. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll be doing some more fun stuff in the future. So I'll get to work on some fun spacecraft, and of course, obviously the launch is a lot more than just being, you know, some drifting space junk at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Say goodbye to Bill, Jebediah, and Bob, and we'll see you on the next Give It a Go. Bye-bye.